What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Welcome to my social media book tour for my short story, The Path. And The Path is a short story that is available for free on my WordPress page. To tell you a little bit about The Path is really a story about a young man named Ryan. And after he goes through a bit of tragedy in losing his parents in a horrible car accident that he was a part of, he goes through the rest of his life isolating himself from the world. He guards his heart, he guards himself from anyone getting too close to him again, because he doesn't want to have that feeling. He doesn't want to bring someone into his life and the possibility of losing them like he lost his parents. There's a trauma that came with that accident, and guarding himself for it to never happening again. And he starts doing that as a young child, and as he grows up, he gets used to the idea of being alone so much that he's completely isolated from anyone and everyone, until one day in his 40s, starting to have a fear of what would happen after he dies. And it's not a fear of death. It's a fear of, if he were to die, if he were to suddenly be gone without a trace, would anyone notice? Would anyone care? And having those thoughts, he gets a call. He's a doctor, and he gets a call to come in to see one of his patients. It's an emergency, and his patient's daughter happens to be there. And and then something happens where a possibility of a chance to change his ideas of fear and to have that go away, and for a chance of happiness to appear itself. And two paths present itself to him. One path is staying on the path he is now, of being isolated from the world, being alone, loneliness being the thing of who he is until one day he's no longer on this earth. Or path number two, he can let go of all these emotions he's felt and put down his shell, let down his guard, and give love and happiness a real chance and see what happens. And reading that short story, you see both of those paths and what those two paths look like. And that's the path. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read a little from the path, and then after the path, you'll see the book cover, the cover for the path, and you'll also see a QR code on that cover of how to get to my WordPress page to check out the story itself. So, and what I'm going to read is the fear that he started to have when he reached his 40s. So that's where I'm going to read from. As Ryan got into his 40s, Ryan began to think about death. Ryan wasn't fearful of dying. What Ryan thought about in death was what happens after he dies. Who would remember him? What would happen if suddenly Ryan was gone without a trace? Would anyone notice? Would anyone care? As Ryan got older, it was a fear that began to slowly grow. It was a fear that began to grow slowly in his mind. But before he could fall deeper into those thoughts, his phone would ring, and he would be called to the hospital for work. I will show you fear in a handful of dust. Pierce Elliott. As human beings, it is not death we truly fear, but it's the idea that no one will notice when we are gone, when we disappear without a trace. For the most part, there is usually something or someone that has come into our life, hurt us, and changed us into someone that is a little more careful, that is a little more private with the only life we live. So that is a little something from The Path. Again, it's available now on my WordPress page. And I'm Anthony K. Thomas. This has been my social media book tour for my short story, The Path. Hope all you have a good day out there. Be safe. And When you can, tell the ones you love them while they're still here. Life is short, life is precious. So much time is wasted on waiting. So don't wait. Tell the ones you love them while you can, and give them a hug too. But y'all take care of yourselves, and I will see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.